Good morning. My name is David Krober, and I am a member of this congregation and your worship associate for today. On behalf of the Reverend Dave Dunn, our intern minister Liz Martin, our director of music Alex Peach, the wonderful Chalice Choir that we'll have performing today, and our director of religious exploration Lexi T. Brown, I'd like to welcome you all to UUMAN, Unitarian Universalist Metro Atlanta North Congregation. And we're going out live to the world today thanks to our dedicated live stream technical team, and we appreciate them. UUMAN is a liberal faith community with a mission to nurture our spirit, strive for justice, and transform the world. No matter who you are, whom you love, or where you are on your spiritual journey, you are welcome here. Welcome to everyone that's joining us remotely this morning. And if we have any visitors here in the sanctuary that are visiting us for the first time, and if you're comfortable doing so, please rise and tell us your name and where you're from, and that'll enable us to all worship together as friends. Do I have any first-time visitors here? Yes?
Hey, I'm Brian Kearns. This is my mom's here. I live in Atlanta.
Okay, Brian, welcome. Welcome. Good to see you. Any other? Hi.
Dustin, Kylie. I have 3 kids here and 1 in the nursery. We live 5 minutes down the road.
Right. Justin and Kylie, welcome. Good to see you. Miss anybody? And welcome to anybody out there in live stream land that is visiting us for the first time. We're glad you're here. So we have announcements and schedule in the printed order of worship, so you can check to see what second hour offerings are available today. The children and youth religious exploration schedule is also in there for today and the next couple of weeks, focused mostly around the pageant, holiday pageant. We hope you'll be able to join us for that. There's also a couple of upcoming events around the Christmas or holiday celebration. We have a winter solstice and then a Christmas Eve service. And I think that's it for the announcements. Alex, over to you.
Sing we enchanted while love doth grant it, fa la 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 la. Sing we enchanted while love doth grant it, fa la 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 la. Not long youth lasted and old age hasted, now is best leisure to take our pleasure. Take our pleasure. La 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 la. All things invite us now to delight us. La 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 la. All things invite us now to delight us. La 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 la. Be lacking, lest there no treasure to live in pleasure. La 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 la. Hence care be packing, no mirth be lacking, lest there no treasure to live in pleasure. La la la.
Good morning. Today's call to worship is by Elizabeth Parrish. Come ye into this house of worship. Come in and find peace and rest, inspiration and aspiration, fellowship and love. Come in and find light in the darkness of this solstice season. Come in and find a friend's touch for your loneliness and music for your soul. Come in and let your heart sing for all the blessings that are yours on this day. And now let us light our chalice together.
Our chalice lighting for today is called As the Wild Wind Bites by Ben Sewell. Let us hold a quiet moment together as our chalice is lit. As the wild wind bites, so does the still flame warm us. As the deep snows block our doors, so does the gentle flame bring us out. As the crackling cold air stops our breath, so does the radiant flame draw from us the words we need to give and to receive. Words of greeting, words of comfort, words of solace, words to challenge our minds, and words to bring us to action. Let us gaze upon this, our common flame, so that we remember who we are and what we can do when we are together. Please join in singing along with hymn number 241 in the bleak midwinter, and we're just going to do verse 1 today.
And now we come to the part in our service where the children are invited to come up for wondering time. Where are the children? Ho, ho, ho. Is that Santa Claus or Jabba the Hutt? I can never decide. Any more children? Ah, there we go. Okay, let's see who we got in the bag today. I think looks like we got the whole crew, because they just love to be here for this music. We've got Smokey. Love to be here. Anybody want to hold Smokey? Pass him around. We've got, of course, George. Woohoo! We've got somewhere in here, we've got Timmy. Hi, y'all. And somewhere at the bottom, we have, hang on, because Knee Deep always crawls to the bottom. There we go. Say hello. Knee Deep. Whoop. Okay, pass them around. And today we have a new critter y'all have not met before. This is Fritz St. Bernard. Say hello. My Name ist Fritz. I komme aus Austria. Ja? I komme to visit mein good Freund Grandpa Rollin. Ja? Okay, yeah. Now, Fritz came from Austria to visit us today because he just loves music. Okay? And in fact, Austria is a land that has these big high mountains, and they have these trees in them called Tannenbäume. They're fir trees. And there's a song about that we're going to do today, okay? And not only that, Austria is where my own family came from as refugees a long, long time ago. Landed in Savannah, 1733, a colony here. And refugees are people who get run out of their own country and need to come somewhere else. And later, a month from now or so, Fritz and I are going to do a story about that. But Fritz, what else is Austria famous for? We love to sing the songs. We love the music, yeah? Okay, and in fact, we have a music teacher in our choir, Mr. Richard, and he would take his students to Austria every summer to study music there because it's so famous for music. Okay, and as a matter of fact, he would take them to the same city, Salzburg, that my family came from many, many years ago, okay? And there's a famous movie about Austria, and the name of that movie, you should see it, is called The Sound of Music. Yeah. So Fritz is going to sing us a little song today, and while we sing this song teaches a lesson. Hang on just a second. And it's called O Tannenbaum, and we call it in English, O Christmas Tree, but it really means O Fir Tree. Okay, but we call it Christmas tree because, they decorate them at Christmas, so that's part of it. And this song teaches an important lesson, and it's about faithfulness. It's about loyalty. It's about sticking with your friends, okay? And the reason is the Tannenbaum, the fir tree, stays green not just in the summer, but also in the winter. It's steadfast. It's green all year long. And the people who wrote the song take that as a lesson about faithfulness and loyalty. And this is very, very, very important. You remember the story I told about how when where's Timmy? Timmy was kind of in a bad place and being kind of mean and nobody liked him. And George stayed Timmy's friend. Y'all remember that story I told a long time ago? Okay. And George helped Timmy be a better person. He was loyal to him. He stuck with him even when it wasn't very easy. That's the kind of thing that steadfastness means. So we're going to do a little train your brain exercise, okay? Fritz, of course, is going to sing the song in German. That's his language. And there are going to be 4 words I want you to listen out for that are a lot like our language. This is train your brain exercise, okay? And that is Treu, which means true, faithful, loyal, steadfast. So listen for that word. We're just going to do one verse. Grün, which means green, staying green, Treu, grün. Sommer, which means, guess what? Summer. Winter, which means, guess what? Winter. So loyal for being green in the summer and the winter. Okay. And please excuse the voice. Old Tannenbaum, wie treu, true, faithful, loyal, sind deine Blätter. O Tannenbaum, wie treu sind deine Blätter. Du green, grünst nicht nur in Sommerzeit, Sommer, ja auch im Winter, wenn es schneit. O Tannenbaum, wie treu sind deine Blätter. Okay, thank you, Fritz. Okay, let's hold Fritz here. We got one other thing we're going to do. All right. Oh, you got a critter too. What's that? A boss? Yeah. Okay. No, that's Timmy. And yeah. Okay. We have another critter out of the bag. All right. We're going to do one more thing before we go. Meet Grunhilde Tannenbaum. This is our fir tree, okay? And what we're going to do, we're going to sing that same verse in English in just a second, just the one verse. But first, we're going to make a creche, okay? We're going to make a critter creche. Now, a creche is a display of little figures that people put out during the holiday season, typically, to celebrate what they believe. And for example, if you go down the street here and you go past Northbrook United Methodist Church, which is a Christian church, they've got a big creche in the front, in the yard in front of the church, that has, baby Jesus, Joseph, Mary, wise men, angels, shepherds, because that's what they believe, and they want the world to know that, and they're proud of that. And of course, we want the world to know what we believe. We've got a big sign out front about our stuff. So we're going to make our own creche. You can think of this as a UU creche, okay? All right, our version of it. So I need somebody to come up and put Smokey over here. This is our holy family, you might say. All right, where's Smokey? You got to give it up, huh? Give it up, okay. All right, give Smokey, that's Smokey right there. No, Fritz is coming up later. Okay, all right. We're going to put, because Smokey is the protector of the forest, very important. All right, that's part of our little family here in the creche. We got George. George is the loyal friend, the ultimate loyal friend. That's important too, as part of our little holy family here. All right, we've got, where did Knee-Deep go? There we go, Knee-Deep. All right, Knee-Deep teaches us about how important it is to keep things simple and not have a bunch of words running around in your head all the time. And then finally, we've got Fritz. Oh, well, Timmy, I forgot about Timmy. No, Timmy's coming last. Got something special about Timmy. All right, Fritz, because Fritz is the stranger who came from a foreign country, and we welcome Fritz to join us. Okay, very important. And where is finally Timmy? And now Timmy is part of our creche, because Timmy, if you remember that story I did a while back, is the one who knows he's not perfect, okay? He knows that he's done some things that weren't quite right, and he was brave enough to apologize and strong enough to work at being better. And this is important also. So that's our little creche that we've got. Go ahead. Now, who is that? Poppy?
No, Hoppy.
Hoppy, a rabbit, of course, duh. Okay, Hoppy the rabbit. Okay, so we've got Hoppy in there as well. We got, who's that? Bun Bun. Okay. Oh, look at our wonderful seasonal creche we've got. Because what we're celebrating here, we are celebrating the greatest story ever told, the seasonal story, and that is love at the center. All of these critters that are so different, each one unique, each one just like they are, and all together supporting each other as friends. Love at the center is the greatest story ever told. Okay, so now we're going to do this kind of in English. If I forgot something, I want y'all to, you're going to help me sing this. The first verse has a line that is 3 times. So when you hear it the first time, try to join in on the second and third. It's, how faithful are your branches? How faithful are your branches? It's right there.
Their name is Dum-Dum Guys. They talk about Ewoks. They're from Star Wars. Something about Ewoks and Star Wars.
Ewoks. Oh, yeah. They're cool. Yeah. Ewoks build really good tree houses. That's what I like about them. They build really good tree houses. Okay, so remember, how faithful are your branches? So, O Tannenbaum, how faithful are your branches? O Tannenbaum, how faithful are your branches? You're green not just in summer's glow, but also winter's ice and snow. O Tannenbaum, how faithful are your branches? Okay, back in the sack. We always have to put up our toys.
At this point in our service, we share our joys with each other to magnify them and our sorrows to divide the weight of our pain. If you're so moved, please feel free to come forward, state your name, and drop a pebble in the bowl and express a joy or a sorrow that you may have. For those of you attending via our live stream, if you have a joy or a sorrow to share today, please put it in the chat and we'll drop a pebble for you here.
Good morning. I have two, a good one and a not so good one. About 8 weeks ago, I had knee replacement, and I'm finally getting past the pain of that, and it's doing really well, and I'm happy about that. On the flip side of that, one of my cats has had her fourth stroke and is not recovering as quickly as she has on the rest of them. So I'm hoping she gains control of her back end again, and we don't have to, do the inevitable, at least not anytime soon. But she's a good girl, and she's living a good life.
This is my first time doing this, so I guess mine is both joy and sorrow because on Friday my Nana passed away. It's a joy because it was 6 years going and her suffering is ended, but it's also a sorrow because she was my last living grandparent. So she's in a better place now.
My name is Kelly Callan, and I and my family are members of the church, and I have 3 today. One is for my husband, Todd, who is celebrating a birthday. We won't say what birthday, I guess. And the second is my son, Dylan, came back from his first semester of college at the University of Cincinnati last night in one piece, and I think he did well enough, he's going back again, so... And the final one is for my daughter, Presley, who turned 16 this past week. And I know I'm her mom, but this is definitely a girl that's going to set the world on fire. So here's for Presley.
Hi, I'm Kyle. I'm a relatively new, attendant of this church. I only started coming here in the beginning of June, and my pebble, I guess, is one of joy. It's going to sound like one of sorrow. I started coming right after my wife left, and in the 6 months since, this place has given me a sense of community that I didn't have before. It's helped me survive the roughest time in my life, I'd say, and I'm just joyful and appreciative of all y'all, so thank you.
I'm John Watkins, and this is a token of joy. Tomorrow is the Bill of Rights Day, 234 years. May it live with us as a high watermark of mankind.
Hi, I'm Chris Peterson. I just have two joys. One, my mom and aunts are here today and they get to enjoy our music, which is wonderful. And two, we have 5 more days till winter break. Woohoo!
Hi, I'm Liz Martin. I'm your intern minister. And as you know, I've mentioned before, I have a full-time job in addition to this internship. And at my full-time job at our holiday party this week, we had to name something that was challenging and something that we were proud of. And I want you to know that my internship here qualified for both of those. I am so glad to be here with you. It has been a gift, even though working full-time and doing a part-time internship is no joke. But thank you for being so wonderful to me here.
And today is Liz's birthday.
Hi, my name is Alex Peach, and I have 21 joys today. 20 of them are sitting right here. And then the other one is all of you for coming out and being so supportive of the music ministry here at this church. I thank you so much. And choir, I thank you for all your hard work. You're amazing. For volunteers, I am totally, thoroughly blessed. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Chris Wilson. I'm a member of the dedicated technical live stream team. So we actually have 2 pebbles today. The first is a pebble of sorrow for the victims of hate in Australia. That's from Steve Allerton. And the second one from Dwana Bush. So glad Doug and I can join in remotely today. Thank you.
And I'll drop one final pebble for the joys and sorrows that are still too tender to escape the folds of our hearts. I ask that you keep each of those that spoke today and the unspoken ones in your thoughts and prayers this week. In an effort to fulfill and further the vision and mission of this congregation, we ask that our members and friends share of their time, treasure, and talents. With this, we will now take the offering. You may also use the Give Now option within our Breeze app or through a web browser.
Fire is burning, the long night draws near. All who need comfort are welcome by here. We'll dance beneath the stars and toast the last year, for the spirit of solstice is still
And now, as you're able, please rise and join in singing hymn number 235 in the hardback hymnal, Deck the Halls with Boughs of Holly, verse 1 only.
Thank you. They've worked really hard, and what I want you all to know is that you all can have a part in the choir and sing in the choir. It's a good New Year's tradition, a New Year's, okay? Thank you for coming here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for loving us. Thank you for allowing us to love you. Christmas is not always a happy time for some. Sometimes it's a sad time. Sometimes there's different faiths and everything, and you can get caught in the middle. But what is important in here is that we have a beautiful, beautiful community. And so this is our gift to you.
Light a candle.